Namaste students, I am Rajsekhar M. Erbagi, Assistant Professor of English, Government First Grade College, Kamlapur, Kalburgi district. As we know that everything is struck down because of COVID-19 pandemic, as per the instructions given by the Collegiate Education Department for the benefit of students, novel initiatives have taken place. As a part of these initiatives, I am going to discuss about parts of speech in this presentation. One aspect of the parts of speech will be covered in this presentation, that is noun, and remaining aspects will be covered in the forthcoming presentations. Let us start parts of speech with the introduction. Study of parts of speech are nothing but the study of words. Words are used for different purposes. They perform a variety of functions. The parts of speech are the basic tools which help to form sentences. While we speak or write, we express our ideas or feelings through sentences formed by the words. These words are divided into several kinds called parts of speech according to the work they do in a sentence. Traditionally, the parts of speech are 8 in numbers: noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. Noun. Simply stated, nouns are words that denote a name. A noun is a very widely used word in the language. We have learned that to form a sentence, a subject and an object are very important. Nouns are the words which are more often used as the subject and the object. There cannot be any sentence which does not use either a noun or pronoun. Kinds of nouns. Nouns are divided into 8 kinds: common noun, proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun, concrete noun, countable noun, uncountable noun, and material noun. Let us discuss one by one. Common noun. Common nouns are the word names given in common to every person or thing or place of the same kind. These are not written with a capital letter unless they begin a sentence. Example: chair, field, girl, pen, city, mountain, river, month, animal, student, watch, etc. Just observe the following two sentences. A boy is by the gate. If you observe this sentence, the underlined words boy as well as gate are common nouns here. Here, boy means any boy or every boy. Gate means any gate or every gate. So, these comes under the common nouns. In second sentence, ducks like bread. Here also, ducks as well as bread comes under the common noun. Common nouns are also word names for games or actions. You must be careful not to mix these up with verbs. When they are noun, they will usually have a or the articles in front of them. Example: let us have a swim. In this sentence, swim works as a noun. Before swim word, we have used a article. In second sentence, Vinay is acting in a play. Here also, play works as a noun. Here also, we have used a article before the play. Let us discuss about proper noun. Proper nouns are names of particular people, places, or things. Santosh, Monday, July, Brazil, France, Easter, Newcastle, Mount Everest, River Ganga, etc. are the examples for proper nouns. Proper nouns always begin with a capital letter. The name Man is used for any and every man, so it is a common noun. The name Santosh is the name of a particular person, so it is a proper noun. Example, Jayanagara is the best locality in Bangalore. Here, underlined words Jayanagara and Bangalore are the proper nouns. These two denote a particular place. In second sentence, Arun gave her a large doll. Here also we find two nouns, Arun and doll. First one, Arun means here we are talking about a particular person called Arun. So Arun is the proper noun. And second one, doll. Doll means any doll or every doll. So doll is the common noun here. Collective nouns. Collective nouns are words naming groups of things, people, animals, birds, etc. are given a name in common. This common name for a collection of similar articles is known as collective noun. For example, flock of sheep, herd of cattle, crowd or mob of people, a pile of books, a bundle of sticks, a bunch of keys, committee, faculty, society, nation, family, etc. Let us talk about abstract noun. Things that cannot be seen or touched but can only be felt are included here. There are lots of things which are not able to see, but still we give names to identify them. These denote feelings, qualities, states, or actions. For example, Jaya showed much courage by singing in the college function hall. Here, the underlined word courage comes under the abstract noun. So, courage we cannot see or we cannot touch. Other abstract nouns are bravery, happiness, honesty, love, speed, poverty, etc. I hope this presentation will help to understand the parts of speech. See you again with next part of the parts of speech in next presentation. Stay home and be safe. Thank you.